Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. Time for some Double-A baseball in the Eastern League. It's the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, number 78. He's done well to navigate through tough spots. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Ready to go now. At the plate, the second baseman. And we're underway.
No ball, one strike.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a runner on now. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Colby Thomas, the next to hit. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Runner at first, nobody out. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Hits the fence. Coming home. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Put a great swing on that ball and tattooed it to the tune of 111 miles per hour of exit velocity. You can get a lot of hits with contact like that. Line drive, and it's caught. I'm not sure how you react that quickly to a ball hit that hard. Fantastic reflexes to make that catch. Next up, the designated hitter. And there's a base hit to right field. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and the run scores. And they lead by 2 now. That at-bat was over in the blink of an eye. And he wasn't swinging for the downs there, but that was some really solid contact. That's a swing young hitters should try to emulate. And here's the first baseman. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs. And that one hammered. Long run hustling after this one. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. What a break for the defense as that one hops the wall. If it stayed in the yard, a run definitely scores on the play. One away, runners at second and third. Here's the center fielder, Jake Cave. This is a prime opportunity right here. Swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. The run comes in from second. It's 4-zip. And that's a double. No question, he came up ready to hit. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Now at the dish, Ben Rortvedt. Swing and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The run comes in from second. It's a 5-0 ball game. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. Sometimes shortening up on your swing can pay off. It certainly did for him right there. Not an approach we see that much nowadays. Now up, Lenyn Sosa. Wallops this one out towards right center. That one's back there, and it's gone. 8th home run of the season. It's 7-0. He's been on an upward trend at the plate recently. A lot of good at-bats. And when you start stringing them together, the front office definitely takes notice. That one was almost robbed out there in right field. Number 37 takes over on the mound. This is an opportunity for him to show the front office he can deliver no matter what the situation is. Some relievers lose focus when there's a big margin like this. He can't do that here. Gets down, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Sharp grounder into the outfield for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now the right fielder, Colby Thomas. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Ground ball to third base. And that squirts through. Headed for the plate. Throw into third. In there as a run scores. That's 2 straight hits for these guys. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great. And now it's going to be Amaya. Tosses to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. And next, the cleanup hitter. Singled and drove in a run the first time through. That's a base hit as a run scores. That's back-to-back singles for these guys. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and he was definitely geared up for it. 2 outs and a runner at first. And here's the first baseman. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. A laser into the outfield. Dives but can't make the catch. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So 2 on and 2 out. And now the center fielder, Jake Cave. Drove in 2 with a double the first time up. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that'll do it. Welcome back. And today's starter, Luis Medina. Quite the strikeout to walk ratio he's posted this season. Better than 4-1. That is elite control. And it usually leads to a whole lot of success when you can avoid beating yourself with walks. Obviously, to the warning track, to the wall, and touch them all. It's a home run. A towering blast. Second of the year. And they're on the board. It's 10-1. He came to the plate with a plan, and it paid off early. Blasted the first pitch he saw over the wall for a home run. Stepping in, Jacob Amaya. Hits this one to fairly deep center field, and there's one away. So digging in, Jonathan Kerr. Line drive for a base hit. So one on now with one away. So a man on, and now the right fielder. In the air to center and heading deep. Hey, going back on this one. And there's two down. Runner at first. The third baseman digs in now, and he has struggled this year. Rips this one to short. There with plenty of time, inning over. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 10-1. We're back here at the ballpark. $14-9 at the end of this one. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're bringing you AAA baseball in the International League. It's the Nashville Sounds taking on the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill, the lefty, number 23. He's done well to navigate through tough spots. He's got 5 pitches to attack hitters with, and that means his game plan can vary widely between starts. Hard to say which pitches he'll be leaning on in this one, but if he can get 3, 4, or even all 5 of them going, watch out. Should be interesting to see. Taran Vavra leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. One out and the base is empty. And that's outside. Now 2-0. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. In the air, along the left field line. Drop step, heads back on it. Hauls that one in.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Edward.
Base is empty with 2 out. Next up, the designated hitter, Edward Olivares. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Off the mark there, and the count even 1-1.
One strike.
A laser into the outfield. Dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
The first baseman getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Snap throw to first. Olivares back on a dive. Olivares leads off of first with 2 out. And fires in a heater at 95. Late on that fastball. 1-2 now with nothing but fastballs so far. He should stay back and expect something off speed. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. And there is no score. We're back here at the ballpark. And our pitcher in this game, number 43. Should be interesting to see how he handles righty batters in this one. They've hit better than 300 against him this season. Maybe he needs to mix up his pitch sequences, locations, or speeds because they've teed off against him. Gotta do something to get them off balance. Now it's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Line, and that's a base knock. Runner on base to start the inning.
Batting second.
That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. And now the center fielder, Luis Matos. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
No strike.
He swings and fouls one off. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it. 2-2. And that's in the dirt. This is a teachable moment on the bases. If you've got good instincts and you see the ball's going to hit the dirt, you can take off early and try to move up. That comes with experience. Spoils the two-strike offering, another coming up. Three and two now. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. What a battle so far. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. In the air and deep to left field. Flashes the leather on the running catch.
Batting first. The shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Struggling in the clutch lately, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Upstairs.
1-1.
Nice eye right there. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Go to second. Tag out. Three and one, couldn't come up with it.
Batting fourth.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Salvador Perez. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. Misses again, 5 in a row. Next one's fouled back. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a ball. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 2-2 offering. Gets him swinging. End of one, and we're still scoreless. On to the next inning. Now the third baseman, Elvis Martinez. Martinez batting fifth today, and he's been crossing the plate quite a bit lately with 8 runs scored in the last 10 games. That misses, and that's ball 1. And that one sliced foul. One, 2 now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one misses inside. Here's the 1-0 offering. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. No score here in the second inning. Not even close there. Swings through that one for a strikeout. Base is empty with 2 out. The center fielder will hit next. That misses the zone. Ball 1. One pitch fouled away. Two outs, base is empty. That one almost got it. That'll back him up a bit. The 2-2.
Full camp.
Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Right now, he's struggling to throw something by the batter. At the plate, that's got to be a confidence boost for him, making contact and frustrating this arm. On the ground to the left, Urias. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. So they make short work of them there. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Jordan Diaz. Ball 1, too low. Foul ball there. And that's a little bit hot. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is outside.
3-1.
3-1 pitch. And that's ball 4.
Leading up for the iron pitch.
The right fielder, the next to hit. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Nobody out and a runner at first. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Pretty clear he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. Line drive to right. Makes the catch.
Batting 7. The third baseman, Luis Urias.
Luis Urias digs in now. This pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Okay.
Diaz stands at first with 1 away. And that clips the inside corner. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Pop-up foul on the right side. Lays out for it, but it's a foul ball. And 1-2. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. That one not close. Runner at first, 1 away. Ground ball, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. They fire it in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. One down. And here's the first baseman. I'm curious how they'll approach this at bat. Batter's shown great hitting under pressure this year. 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of the second inning. And now it's even up. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a K. Two outs and runners at first and second. The left fielder now at the plate. Struggling to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. To the right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So they strand a pair. We're at the end of 2. No score. We're back here at the ballpark. Here we go in the top of the 3rd, scoreless ball game. And now the switch hitting catcher, number 66. This one is in there, and it's 0-1. That clips the corner. Hitter looks a little too passive against him right now, and he took advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's seat. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. All of that got away, and the batter reaches on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Jordan Luplow getting ready to hit. That catches the top part of the zone. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is down low. Started to swing, but held up. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
Careful.
And he hits a ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. And that's too high, ball 4. That's an excellent at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and earned the walk.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order here. Stepping in, Taron Vavra. 0 for 1 so far. Up and in. Ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a foul straight back. That one had some excellent zip as it came home. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of the third. Got him swinging. 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. And that one is inside. 1 out, runners at first and second. Downstairs. This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches. And you could see some runs coming in. The 2-0. Fouled off. He was late. And the 2-1 pitch. Check swing, but didn't come around. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Made them pay for that one. 8th home run of the season. It's 3-0. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. Next is the designated hitter, Edward Olivares. There's a strike. The 0-1.
Strike! 0-2.
Back and a miss. That's a strikeout. Base is empty with 2 out. And next, the cleanup hitter went down on strikes the first time through. Rips that to right. Makes the play. That is out number 3. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. It's now 3-0. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now, Thairo Estrada.
The second baseman, Thairo Estrada.
Missed inside with the curveball. Clearly, he's got to do better finishing off that curveball. That one sailed pretty high, and that's a dangerous spot to throw a curve. If he can't command it better, he may be better off scrapping it for this game. It's a hit by pitch, and the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So a man on. Here's the center fielder, Luis Matos. Leadoff batter gets on, and they need to try to build on that. Get on base, score some runs, and claw your way back.
1-0.
It's a pitch out. No action, though, and that's ball 1. The Sounds, leading by 3 here in the back end of the 3rd inning. That one pushed foul. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a pop-up foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Got it. And there's 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop. Reached on a walk the first time. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. Estrada at first, 1 out. And that's in the dirt. Off the plate, inside. And that's ball 3. That's smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. 3-1, couldn't come up with it.
Now batting, the catcher, Salvador.
First and second, 1 away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Base hit, right field. Throw back in holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jordan.
Next up, the designated hitter, Jordan Diaz. Very clutch with runners in scoring position this season. So they'll have ground ball, left side, could be two. Oh, the throw is too high. And they won't get the runner who goes first to third on the error. Big mistake right there. With base runners on, an error like that can be very costly. It was that time, with two runners coming in to score on the play. And now the right fielder, 0 for 1. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. In from third is the tying run. All tied up at 3. Comes through with the RBI. You talk about strong hands. He's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone. And he still got good wood on the ball for the hit to the opposite field. First and second with one away. And here is Luis Urias. That one finds the zone.
0-1.
In there at the knees for a strike. That's a very quick 0-2 on this hitter, and now you have to shift into protect mode. A lot of ways the pitcher can beat you here. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Good job to let the low one go there. And the ball evens the count. With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that's a strikeout. Two outs and runners at first and second. The first baseman, the next to hit. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot. Sliced hard, but foul. First and second, 2 down. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side, at least one more pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Very fired up after that and completely understandable. Great job to make some key pitches and get out of a tough inning. It's the start of the fourth, and here at the plate, Orelvis Martinez.
Number 13, Orelvis Martinez.
Fastball in for a strike. Ball one there. That's inside, and it's 2-1. Late on that fastball. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. And now the full count offering. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that is a foul ball. That's great contact, but just ahead of the pitch, and it went foul because of that. Gotta stay back. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Now the payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. That's a strikeout. And now, Oswaldo Cabrera struck out swinging in the first AB. A little bit low. All tied up, top half of the 4th. And another ball. And that's off the inside edge. And a strike in there.
3-1.
That's in there. And now it's 3-2.
Okay.
Fights that one off. We'll reset and do it again. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Back-to-back Ks. The center fielder will hit next, and he has struggled this year. And he's got serious defensive upside as a prospect with solid speed, good defense, and that elite arm strength. Really nice package of skills for an outfielder. He hits a fly to center, brings it in for the 3rd out. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 runs apiece. Now at the dish, the left fielder.
The Iron Pig, the left fielder, Ketsukoto.
That's in there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Prelander Baroa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Mule also getting ready. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. Nice take. The 2-2. And a curve misses outside. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. And he's just a terrific defender. Not a lot of minor leaguers who can handle themselves in the field like he does. Pitch misses. Ball one. In Double-A, Triple-A, you'll sometimes see some absolutely laughable defense. I once saw 3 errors with the bases loaded on a grounder back to the mound turn into a Little League grand slam. But he's cool and controlled out there. Not likely to make that kind of mistake. On the ground, right side. On to first. 2 outs already in the home fourth. Great job knowing how much time he had left on that play. Took an extra step, lined himself up, and made a good, strong throw for the out. And now, Luis Matos. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two down and nobody aboard. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Late on that fastball. Looks at one, then swings at one, and quickly he's down 0-2. Time to simplify your approach at the plate. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Gets it by him for the strikeout. They're set down in order. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. We're ready for the 5th inning. And now, the catcher.
The catcher, Brett Cumberland.
That just misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
2-0.
That's outside, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk.
Leading off for now.
Go-ahead run on base. And the next batter, Jordan Luplow. A walk and a run scored the first time. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's got a chance. It's off the wall. Runner around third. Into score from first. It's 4-3. No time wasted here. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. We head back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Taran Vavra. Slapped hard the other way, but fouled. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that gets to the top of the zone for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Darrell Hicks up and throwing. Woods Richardson warming up as well. Oh-2 rocks and fires. Now a fly ball to right center. Pulls it down. Runner tags at second. The throw in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Already a homer for him in this one. That one in there. It's 0-1. Luke Lowe at third with one gone in this inning. Just missed. Still not much luck with that slider. He keeps going to it, trying to get a call, but good patience from the hitters. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off. One away with a runner at third. In the air to left center. Sizes this one. Runner tags for home. Throw to the plate. It's offline, and the run scores. And they lead by 2 now. This is baseball 101 right here. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Get the ball in the air to the outfield and get the sac fly. Edward Olivares now at the plate. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time. Bounce to the right. Estrada fires over to first. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Sounds out front, 5-3. Prelander Baroa on to pitch here. And he's struggled at times this season, with the ERA notably higher than you'd like to see it for a reliever. Three, 4, 5 hitters due up for the home squad. The shortstop digs in now. And he has an excellent arm, the kind any team wants on the left side of the infield. Able to make just about any throw. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. Part of his throwing ability is natural arm strength, but credit to him for working on good throwing mechanics and a quick release. When you're dealing with fractions of a second, every little bit matters. Line, and that's a base hit. And a runner on now.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 1 for 2. The other way. Base hit into the outfield. Makes the turn at second and heads for third. Runners at the corners now. Nobody out. All over that one. That was a terrific swing. He got the barrel right to the ball and followed through nicely. No surprise to see that 105-mile-per-hour exit velocity. At the plate, Jordan Diaz. It's pretty deep. And caught on the warning track. Runner tagging, heading for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's now 5-4. What an effort he put in on that play. Covered a ton of ground and saved extra bases with the catch. On the mound, he might want to take a second before throwing this next pitch to give him a break. Line drive to center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And now 2 away.
The third baseman, number 16,
Luis Urias getting ready to hit. That one ripped into right center. Bangs off the wall. Not stopping, heading for home. The relay to the plate. The tag, and that is out number 3. Hitting over. Any play at the plate is always exciting. Tried to score with 2 outs there, but the tag was just in time. They cut down the run to end the inning. A new pitcher in the game, Michael Darrell Hicks. He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season. That is not where you want to be at all, so we'll see how he does here. Now up, the pitcher. Nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Next to hit, Orelvis Martinez. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall, should be extra bases. Safely into second, it's a double. No question he came up ready to hit. Take a look at that exit velo, 106 miles per hour. That tells you that everything came together really nicely there. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. Lifted in the air to right center. Makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to third. And now, the center fielder, number 12. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Challenge pitch right down Main Street, and he got the take, so he's ahead 0-1. Nice pitching. This one is labeled. In to score, the runner from third, and it's 6-4. Hits the base of the wall. Picks himself up an RBI, and he just missed hitting that one out of here. Sure seemed like it had enough pop off the bat. Just didn't get it at the right launch angle. Great swing, though. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. The catcher, the next to hit. Liner to right. And that's that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 6-4 ball game. We're back here at the ballpark. And final score here today, 10-6. For our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in.
That's our final line score. First for the victorious Ironfish. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 13 runners on base. For the Sounds, 6 runs, 6 hits. 1 error. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Julia McBride.
She's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a player like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get her to the plate. Get her as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs. Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And the pitch. And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
She needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Bryce Harper. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Righty to the plate. Missed with a changeup. Now 2-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. Check on the runner. Pinkerton back easily. Wouldn't chase that time. Fastball for a strike. Kicks and fires. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And he walked him.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Here's a big power threat. Christina Geronimo. Tons of pop. Right now she's third in the National League in homers. There's the strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not she can score on that base hit.
Big swing and a miss.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two on, one out. And here's Corey Seager to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Pinkerton at second. Harper at first. One gone. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a good eye there. Two on, one out. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. Golden opportunity right here. Pitch is in there. 0-1. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Tim Rice. This guy with light tower power. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. She's got it. And that's the third out. Mets leave them loaded. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Andrew Abbott. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Good eye right there. Swings through that.
A 1-2 count. All she's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harper makes the grab, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Christina Bowers.
She's been a solid force for her team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. She's making things happen for this offense right now.
First offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Serena Williams, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Rice makes the grab, and that is that. We played an inning, no score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And the 1-0. And this is inside. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
The wide to kick the pitch. Just off the inside edge.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Home run number 10 on the year. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Zelda Bliss. 2 for 4 in the game last night. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. One-two now. Way high.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Walton down to first with it. In time to get her one away on a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set her up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get her swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Gary Carter stands in now and watches strike 1. Carter, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 4th round in 2024. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Next pitch misses. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And they take care of Carter for the out.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching it thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Pinkerton, the next to hit, takes outside. In the dirt, ball 2.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge her.
That's a strike. Now 2-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. And another ball. Bryce Harper in the on-deck circle. In the air, out towards left center. Griffey makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom half of inning number 2, and digging in for Philadelphia, number 23. And here it comes. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that's outside, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
1 down, Phillies down a run. That one just missing inside. And the count 1-2. And there's a base hit to the left. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Michelle Wilkinson.
She's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. And there's a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Tatis at first, 1 gone. Pickoff throw. Tatis dives back in. And a pitch. That one misses. 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. Rice going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall.
Batting 7, the designated hitter,
Spencer Steer stands in for the Phillies. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. First pitch misses. 2 outs. There's the strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Harper now.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Peralta back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
2-2 now. And there's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a payoff pitch. Here's a high chopper. Now the throw to first on the run. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now back, the 7th fielder,
And stepping in for New York, Christina Geronimo. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Singy, she covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These hitters are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's down and away. One down, base is empty. Hit hard, that gets through.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
So now it's Corey Seager. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Move to first. Geronimo dives back in safely. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Pitch. And another ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. She's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Ball 4, and Seager has taken his base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And next for the Mets, Prince Fielder.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And he deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the righty deals. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So up next for New York, Jim Rice.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
This one popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Up next to the Mets, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
That one is absolutely belted. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. 3-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So 2 down. Zelda Bliss up now for the Mets. Inside corner for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off. She was late. And the 0-2. That one missed. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tori Davis, a lefty, looks to be getting herself ready. Kikuchi getting loose as well. Fielder over at second. Riley at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Phillies, Christina Bowers. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Comes up empty as she chases that one in the dirt. Carter gathers, throws, and it beats her for the first out after the drop third strike.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Kelly Walton in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the third baseman, Julia McBride.
And here's the Phillies leadoff hitter, Julia McBride. And first offering is fouled off. The Mets leading by 3 here in the last half of the third. Two down, nobody on. Got her swinging. She chased the changeup. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail it here 3-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Gary Carter. The pitch. That one fouled off. Just off the outside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Kicks and deals. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
What a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Back to the top of the Mets order. And next is the designated hitter, Pinky Pinkerton. Right down to shoot. Going one.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
And look out, that one gets her. The second batter he's plunked in this one.
Our biggest concern other than injury after a moment like that is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy will lose confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
Torrey Davis gets the call from the pen.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for her this year, so the defense should be active.
Bryce Harper to the plate. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
At the belt and fires.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a player that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief pitcher, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
The 1-2. That one just misses. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Christina Geronimo up now for the Mets. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're really trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The pitch. And another ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. And there's 2 down.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And she's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but she's one of the best at throwing it where she wants to.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. 2 left for the Mets, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's outside. 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Serena Williams stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. Ball one there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one drifts inside.
She's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if she swings or not.
And the pitch. And now it's filled up. Griffey gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he struck her out. One gone here.
Well, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge her, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by her.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies. She's 0 for 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The Phils trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive and base hit. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as she ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure she's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
One away, runners at first and third. Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in for the Phillies. Foul ball there. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000 and then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And that's outside.
2 strikes.
That one just misses the outside corner. And it's 2-2. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Bases loaded with one away. Michelle Wilkinson stands in for the Phillies. Right through there for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Now the 0-1. Base hit, one run in already. Here's the throw. Save! They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, she's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but her resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, one away. Now it's the DH, Spencer Steer. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Two on, one out.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Bliss tossed to second, got him. The double play comes down to potential tying run. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Prince Fielder. The wind of the pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Davis, in her 3rd season, only 20 years old. And she was a 5th-round pick in 2024. 0-2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Jim Rice, the next to hit. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
One down, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, Austin.
Man at first, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. Rice over at first with one away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at one. That's in there.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level pitcher like this.
Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The pitch. That's off the mark. Counts full, 3-2. Stays alive. She deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, she's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the players that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher.
She's there to make the catch at third, and the inning is over. Mets leave one, but they're up 3-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and digging in for Philadelphia, Christina Bowers. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, her great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If she can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Ball to strike, the pitch. And that one fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one misses. And now 3-2. Kelly Walton to bat next.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
High fly ball, right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher,
Kelly Walton stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out her first time. Just off the inside edge. And a good eye there.
2-0.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And now the lefty. That one finds the zone. And the count is even, 2-2. And another ball. Got her swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize her speed by keeping her off base.
Indeed, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief because she puts pressure on everyone if she can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep her off balance, get her out of there, and on to the next.
So the batting order turns over. Julia McBride stands in for the Phillies. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That misses the zone, and a count even 1-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
He delivers outside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Phillies down in order. They trail it 3-2. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Gary Carter. And a pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran her pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And a 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. She just kind of kept it in her pocket until she wanted to blow him away.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mets leadoff hitter, Pinky Pinkerton. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a runner aboard with a 1-out single.
She was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now here is Harper. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Just missed. Pinkerton, the runner at first with 1 gone to the inning. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
And here it comes. Headed down the line. On the move. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Runner tagging for first. The tag gets her, and it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Fires to first. One up, one down.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Serena Williams. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. She's a player who does it all. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Two outs. Fought off foul.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 3-2. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Christina Geronimo. She's a hitter who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this player hits for contact, so she delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on her, she's still very comfortable because she has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. She's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 2-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Seager in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits.
I don't like to say she wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Outside. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, no appeal. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many pitchers throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, pitchers are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Digging in, Prince Fielder. Third out. Nothing doing for the Mets, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. As the lefty gets to work. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Dominguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. So 2 strikes on Tatis. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Got him! One away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the first baseman, Michelle Wilkinson. Ball 1, no strikes. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is downstairs.
She's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. She's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Right through there for a strike. There's a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the 2nd game of the series.
She gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure she's kicking herself and would like that pitch again.
And he deals. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Spencer Steer up next. And he walked her. It wasn't easy, but she earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth in that at-bat. She had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow she found a way to keep the bat on her shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Andrew Abbott gives way, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Brock Porter. This is his 3rd time out this year. One down, runner at first. Here's the Phillies DH, Spencer Steer. Yeah, that skips in the dirt.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And downstairs with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Right-handed reliever. That's outside. And that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And now 3-1. Righty delivers. There's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Here comes a 3-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Next to hit, Christina Bowers. Way high there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that just misses.
That's a really good take.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Kelly Walton on deck for the Phils. Porter picks over. She's back in there.
She's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep her lead tight.
She goes down looking. Phillies strand 1, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Holderman.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Now the left fielder, Jim Rice. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And in foul ground, she pulls it down, 1 out. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball.
That's inside.
And the right-hander deals.
Ball,
That misses the zone. Ball 3. And he takes a strike. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three and 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Bounce to the left side. McBride. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Zelda Bliss.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Zelda Bliss. In there for strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Good eye in that spot. She gloves it. Fires to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put herself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Kelly Walton. The pitch. That's a little bit low. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Michaela Holloway, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. And the righty deals. Wouldn't chase that time. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pulls it down and she makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
That's such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
The 0-1. That one down the line. Sends it across to first. Got the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. Dominguez, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 3.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here's the catcher, Gary Carter. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that one fouled off.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Down the line. And a foul ball.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Got it by him for the play. So the lineup flips over. Pinky Pinkerton digs in now. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First pitch just misses. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen. Yusei Kikuchi getting loose out there. And a foul ball. That's down and in. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a good eye there. On its way to the corner. Drifts towards it. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Bryce Harper.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. That one way inside. No. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
At the plate, Christina Geronimo.
0-1.
Pickoff move to first. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Next offering misses. And 1-1. She swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Battling here as she fouls it away. Harper, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Michaela Holloway.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. And so far, she's been pretty electric.
Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Serena Williams. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. The pitch. In the air, left field. And there's one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Number 23 in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. She wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed her up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Struck her out looking.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think she was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked her up.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. A strikeout and a walk. And there's a ball.
Count 1-0.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hard ground ball for baseball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Michelle Wilkinson stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And a strike in there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
At the belt and fires. That's in there. 1-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Holloway is just 1 strike away. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside. 3-2 now. Spencer Steer next to bat for Philadelphia. Three-two now. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Her ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of her career since day 1.
Spencer Steer getting ready to hit down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. She's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. In comes the run for second. And they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th.
Huge moment for her and her team, Boog. You know, some hitters just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this. Having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But she did let the moment get to her. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now she's giving her teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Destiny Moody.
She's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how she does here.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Christina Bowers stands in for the Phillies, and that's in the dirt. Up the middle, slides for the stop. Got him. A great play to send us to extra innings. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're in extras here, and stepping in for New York, Corey Seager.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, not easy to bounce back mentally after blowing the lead in the bottom of the ninth. But we'll see what this team has on the road in extras.
On the ground right side. And Seager is set down. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of the 10th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. It misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Bruce, get back on track. His team needs him.
Jim Rice up now for the Mets. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. That's inside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Tatis going back on this one. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's the catcher, Kelly Walton. The wind of the pitch. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Cole, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. And now 1-2.
She's going off speed. She needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
She's got good power. With one swing, she can win it for him. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away.
Now batting, third baseman.
So up next, Julia McBride.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against her.
Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Now 1-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If she does that, she's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Griffey stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Tapped softly on the ground. What a stop from his knees. The throw. Throws it away. And he'll pull him to second safely.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
And here is Serena Williams. 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Winning run stands at second. Next offering is down low. The winning run on second base. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And we're headed to the 11th. 1 left for Philadelphia, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back here in Philadelphia, 11th inning set to get underway. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here comes a pitch. Ball 1 there. Next pitch is outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And another ball. Zelda Bliss up next for the Mets. The pitch. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
3-2 now. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next hitter waits until there's a called strike before she takes the bat off her shoulder.
And fouled off. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. That's out to center field. And there's one away. Now it's going to be Gary Carter. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fought off foul. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the go. And a count 1-2. And a pitch. And now it's even up. Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Now snap throw to first. Riley back on a dive. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Pitching change here. Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And now the Mets DH, Pinky Pinkerton, known for her late inning heroics. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. This one bashed to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. She'll touch them all. Home run number 15 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-3. The brighter the lights, the more she shines.
Yeah, this player lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. It's like she's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So two down, and now the right fielder, Bryce Harper. No question about this one. It's out of here. A gigantic blast. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
2 outs, nobody on. Christina Geronimo will hit next. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's a base hit. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. She was ready to.
Evan Phillips comes on now. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Seager stands in now. Clobbered to right field. Way back. Gone. A massive home run. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add on. It's 8-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Now at the plate, Prince Fielder. On a line, base hit. Two outs, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Jim Rice. Ground ball, left side. They take the force out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, number 23. And a pitch. That one drilled left field. And there's a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Now batting.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. His 7th home run of the season. It's 8-5. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Matt Strong gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Michelle Wilkinson now at the plate. In the air, left side. And there's one down. So here's the Phillies DH, Spencer Steer. Ground ball, base now. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here is Christina Bowers. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
That's exactly the pitch she was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kelly Walton. Lifted in the air, right center field. On the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter she faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Harper quickly throws it in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
I'm sure that feels pretty good after going hitless in this one so far. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. She stayed balanced and she squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Hard liner. She puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
And a final 8-7. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For Philadelphia, 7 runs.
And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. This game will feature Double-A baseball from the Eastern League. It's the Hartford Yard Goats and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Manny Prado. Here's a scouting report for you. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Digging in, Zeke Sestaro. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. Wastes no time on this one. Second of the year. And that gives them the lead. It's 1-0. He came up looking to put a charge into one, and he did exactly that. Nice job at the plate. That's a new school approach at the plate, hunting a pitch to do damage on right from the get-go. He found something to drive and didn't miss. That's a big lift for his team to start this one. This one is labeled. This one's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. And we got to see him turn on the jets there and motor after that ball to track it down. That's always a fun kind of play to watch. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Foul ball there. Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle. Bash down the right side, but foul. 1 out and the base is empty. Line drive. Base hit. Nice job of two-strike hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked up a bit and punched that one into the outfield for a base hit. Now at the dish, the designated hitter. Line drive for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. No time wasted here. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. So up next, Nick Martini. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. That'll fire up the dugout. Second home run of the inning for him. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Clearly, he knew exactly what he was looking for and got it on the first pitch. That's where an aggressive approach pays off. Now up Dominic Canzone. Up the right field line. And that's a fair ball. Now, the third baseman, number 19. Struggling to knock in runs in recent at-bats. Hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in score. Swing, and this one's hit high and deep. It's way back. Up against the wall and brings it in. Man on at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. Really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over the last 5. Swing and a rocket. It's back there. It's off the top of the wall, headed for the plate. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 5-0 ball game. Comes through with the RBI, and he just missed hitting that one out of here. So they turn things over to the righty, Yoanna Doan. This is an opportunity for him to show the front office he can deliver no matter what the situation is. Some relievers lose focus when there's a big margin like this. He can't do that here. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. Down the right field line, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in to second. Not in time, runner safe, and a run comes in to score. Nice job to drive in the run. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. And here at the plate, Zeke lines this one to left. Dives, and it gets by. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 7-0. That's a double. No question, he came up ready to hit. And he wasn't swinging for the downs there, but that was some really solid contact. That's a swing young hitters should try to emulate. And now, Stuart Fairchild wallops this one out towards right center, and it's into the gap. The run comes in from second. It's 8-0, and that's a double. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Got a first pitch fastball he could handle. He really ripped it. Liner caught at second. But they had the power bats working this inning with 2 home runs leaving the yard. It's now an 8-0 game. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Devers. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. That one felt good. Third home run of the season. It's 8-1. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you saw right there what happens when you miss. That one fouled off. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Safely into second, it's a double. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee, right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Might be a chance for them to start working their way back into this thing. And there's a base hit into left. Around third, fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and the runner scores. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and he was definitely geared up for it. And now it's going to be the catcher. Hits this one to fairly deep center field. 1 down. So a man on. Daniel Cabrera getting ready to hit. He has had a tremendous season, a lot of power, and put up a good average to boot. Swing and a drive. Back there. And it hits the fence. Around third. Relay throw home. In there as a run scores. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. And now, the shortstop. First pitch, that's in for a strike. Swings and hammers one right field, way back and gone. Made the hurdler pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they close the gap. It's 8-5. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. Way back there, grabs it right up against the wall. Here's the catcher, Ralphie Velasquez. Struggling to make contact lately, almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5. That one ripped into right center. This one is gone. Touches them all. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 8-6. You knew right off the bat that ball was headed out of here. What a rocket. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Fairchild has this one sized up. Pulls it down. We're back here at the ballpark. Second inning set to start. The batter now, the right fielder, number 26.
Jensen.
And that's in for a strike. Adone, 6'2" righty, 245 pounds. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Oh, 0-2 now. Looper into right field. It falls in. And the leadoff hitter aboard. That was a great two-strike approach in that AB. That one inside, off the plate, such a tough location to handle as a hitter. Somehow, he still barreled it up. Fantastic work. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Next to hit, Nick Martini. It's a pitch out, but nothing going on. Runner at first, nobody out. In the air to left. Makes the grab. Oh, the throw is wild.
Now batting, left fielder, Dominic Canzone.
At the plate, Dominic Canzone. And he has struggled this year. Right through there for a strike. Throw to first, back safely. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Coming in as the pinch runner, Tony Kemp. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. And another ball. Kemp over at first with one down. Cut on a miss. That's a strikeout. The third baseman will hit next. That one is absolutely pummeled. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. Coming around third. Now a relay to the plate. In there, runner scores. It's 9-6. Aggressive approach paid off there. Found something he could hit. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Kevin McGonigal now at the plate. Doubled home a run the first time at bat. Lines this one hard up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. The run comes in from second. It's 10-6. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. There's pitching change here. Number 17. Just trying to keep them in it here. 2 outs and a runner at first. The catcher, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Now a fly ball to right center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. The yard. Now into the game, Tony Kemp, the new right fielder.
Tony Kemp.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Devers. He's already homered in this ball game.
Number 10.
This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double. So a runner aboard, Here's the center fielder, Brad Tracy. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Bashes this one to deep left center. Hits the fence. Runner comes in from second to score, and they trim the lead. It's 10-7. In with a double makes it 2 on the night. That's 2 straight hits for these guys. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change. In number 35 will take over here, trying to strand the runner at second. Nick York digs in now, singled and scored the first time around. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One comes in from second. It's 10-8. Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Sometimes shortening up on your swing can pay off. It certainly did for him right there. Not an approach we see that much nowadays. Runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Round second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. Not in time. Runner safe. They pick up a run, and now it's a 1-run game. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Great job on the pitch away, especially in that situation. He deposited it in the opposite field gap and picked up a double as a result. So digging in, Daniel Cabrera. A double and a run scored the first time up. A frozen rope. And a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. This is a relentless lineup, top to bottom. They were down pretty far in this one, but he and his teammates just keep fighting back. And now at the plate, the third baseman, number 14. That's towards center. This one pretty far back, and it's gone! Well, that'll fire up the home crowd. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. And they jump ahead in the second. It is 12-10. It's a party at the plate for him in this ball game. 4 homers now. Seems like they enjoy taking 360-foot laps. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Righty reliever out the pen, number 15. He's very good against righty hitters, but set up here to face a couple of left-handed batters this inning. Hit hard for a base hit. Man on at first. Ralphie Velasquez will hit next. Already a solo homer in this one. This one is labeled. And that one hops the wall. Coming around third. The relay to the plate. Slide. Safe. And they lead by 3. That at-bat was over in the blink of an eye. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear possibility right away. And now the right fielder, Maxton Martin. And that's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Right fielder with a heat check throw right there, trying to throw that batter out at first. I think he might take a bit of offense to that. The lineup flips over. Jose Devers now at the plate. Already a homer for him in this one. And this one lifted to left. And makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Now a relay to the plate. In there. A run comes in on the play. That's team first hitting we just saw. He knew they were counting on him to bring in the run with something deep enough in the air. Nice job. And now, Brad Tracy. Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed going yard. Line drive to right. Snags it for the second out. Next to hit, Nick York. Hit hard on a line. It's off the wall. Around third. Relay, throw home. The tag, and that is out number 3. Hitting over. Any play at the plate is always exciting. Tried to score with 2 outs there, but the tag was just in time. They cut down the run to end the inning. We're back here at the ballpark. Top half, third inning. Leading off, Zeke Sestaro. Base knock, center field. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Next up, Stuart Fairchild. 1 for 2. Now a hard hit line drive up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. Throw comes in, runner stops. Second and third, nobody out. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. That ball was labeled 109 miles per hour. That is a really impressive cut. Stepping in, Nolan Shanuel. Singled and scored back in the first. 1 for 2 so far. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Base hit, run in to score. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Not much to nitpick about that swing. 106 miles per hour on the exit velocity. That ball was simply scorched. Now it's the right fielder, Tony Kemp. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance here. A laser into the outfield. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he crosses the plate. And it's now a 2-run game. A lot of times you'll see runners fail to score when the ball's lined that hard into the outfield. Some good fundamentals on that play to tag up and hustle home. Line drive to right. And it's caught for the out. Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. And that's ripped to left. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of the third. The Flying Squirrels out front, 14-12. As we go to the last of the third, and here is the first baseman. Slider squeezes the corner. Perfectly executed backdoor slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach. Oh, and now it's hammered to right. Forget it. It is long gone. Circles the bases. 7th homer of the year. And they add a run. It's 15-12. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in, there's one away. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. Grounder to first. And steps on the bag for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Felix.
Base is empty with 2 out. Now a chance for Felix Stevens. And a frozen rope into center for a base hit. And you can bet he feels really good about that one. That's an absolute shot off the bat at 109 miles per hour. Clearly locked in on that swing. And the next batter, Ralphie Velasquez. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. And now the right fielder, Maxton Martin. Fly ball to right field and deep. Brings it in for the 3rd out. It's the start of the 4th. Now, the 3rd baseman. And that one hammered. It's carrying. And that one is out of here. An absolutely titanic shot. And they cut into the lead. It's 15-13. He came to the plate with a plan, and it paid off early. Blasted the first pitch he saw over the wall for a home run. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked. Liner to right. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here's the catcher. This one is labeled. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. In safely with a double, 2nd of the day. Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Great swing. Everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. Batting order turns over. Sestaro, the next to hit. He's already gone yard in this game. Labeled on a line to center. Puts it away for the out. And now, Stuart Fairchild. Back up the middle and a base hit. Around 3rd. Throw to the plate. But it's offline. The run will score. Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. And with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. Now, number 69. Still a ways to go in this one, but he's got a lead to protect. The front office will be watching to see how he responds. And here at the plate, Nolan Shanuel. That one pulled foul. Liner into center. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop. Jose Devers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one smashed to left field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, center fielder. Yeah, Tracy.
Tracy digs in now. Grounder to third. Zips it to first. 2 outs already in the home fourth. Base is empty with 2 out. Nick York getting ready to hit. Line drive. There to make the catch. And that's the end of the inning. We've played 4 full. On to the next inning. Digging in, Tony Kemp. This one is labeled. Bangs off the wall. Round first, hustling for 2. The throw in, into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double. So up next, Nick Martini. 1 for 3. Line drive. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And makes it up to third with 1 away. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. A bullet to right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Not your everyday sac fly there. He smoked that one, but it just couldn't find a safe landing spot. Now at the plate, the third baseman, number 19. Smoked on the ground to second. Sends it to first. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 run. Now at the dish, the first baseman.
For the flying squirrel, the first baseman, Jesse Franklin.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field for a hit. Around first and heading for second. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Now, a new pitcher in the game, Tanner Shears. 3rd time out this year. Next up, the desert. High-scoring ball game in this one. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.